Hello everyone, hope all is well. This is Windrider. Today I'm going to be doing a purchase update of my WWE replica belts. So the last video I made was back in December, and this is not going to be a full collection video. I still have my collection. This is just going to be my purchases ever since December. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So for the first belt we have here the United Kingdom NXT belt. So when I made this is actually not a new purchase. When I made my previous video, this belt was actually at my office, so I didn't have it with me at the time. This was actually my first ever belt I decided to buy. And yeah, I really do like the NXT UK belt. Everything about this belt just looks really prestigious. Like the lion, the castle, the horse. Everything about this belt looks amazing. This is probably, in my opinion, one of WWE's nicest, at least in their most, the more recent belts. This is definitely one of their nicest belts, and I would even say of all time, this is definitely one of their nicest belts. Just everything about this screams prestige. This in my opinion looks worthy of being a world title belt. I definitely want to try getting their WWE version because, like I said, this is the NXT version. The WWE version is exactly the same, just with the WWE logo. I definitely want to get that version too, just so I could have both versions of the belt. But either way, though, like I said, this is one of the nicest belts I've ever seen. So for the next belt is also another UK belt, but this is going to be the UK Tag Team belt. Again, similar to the NXT UK belt. This is a really, really beautiful design. Seriously, there's something about the whole... There's just something about the UK belts that are just really nicely designed. I was even taking a look at some other promotions from the UK. Even their belts are also really nice. But yeah, if we take a look over here, again, they have the line here, they have the horse, and these designs here this looks like a prestigious belt. Seriously, these belts are definitely worthy of being being classified as world title belts. They definitely look like world title belts. They don't look like a cheap plastic knockoff or a cheap plastic toy. They look like belts that you would give to a world champion, even though this is a tag team belt. So I actually bought this belt when WWE Shop, they were having this random sale. I remember I was on YouTube late at night, and I was watching one of these YouTubers who also collects WWE belts, and they were talking about how the WWE Shop had a massive sale. We wasn't sure if it was a glitch or if they or if they were just putting a lot of stuff on sale. But I remember this belt normally it was between $300-$400. It went down to $170, but with a bunch of other belts, so I decided to pick it up. I don't see it on the shop anymore, so I had a feeling they were just trying to get rid of belts, but this was, a belt like this is definitely worth that money. So the next belt is another NXT belt. This was the main belt for NXT, but this, not the current version. This was the previous version of the current one. So this belt, I actually got this also during that sale when, similar to the UK belt, the NXT UK belt. The tag team, sorry, similar to the NXT Tag Team UK belt. So, like I said with the previous belt, it looks like they were trying to get rid of a lot of stuff because I don't see this on the shop anymore. And this was on a massive sale. Before I bought it, I kept seeing it going on pretty big sales because normally it was also between $300 to $400. But then sometimes I would see it dropping down to $250. But when I saw it drop down to around between $150 to $170 during that WWE massive sale, I had to buy it then because I knew that either there was a glitch that they'll probably just fix right away, or they're probably getting rid of it. They're probably getting rid of a lot of belts because, to me, the fact that I had a suspicion it was one of those two, so I had to get it when it dropped down to $150. Anyways, when it comes to this belt, when I first saw it on TV and on just in pictures, it did look nice, but when I saw it in pictures, it didn't look as nice as I thought. But when it actually came and I had it in person, it looks so much nicer. Even though it's just a giant NXT, especially the X. I think it's a pretty nice design, and I really like it a lot. Even though I definitely think it's worthy of being like a world title belt, classified as a proper world title belt, because I know that like PWI, they don't consider the NXT a world title belt because technically speaking, they're a development brand, so they're not gonna, even though they call them, this would be called a world title belt, like PWI doesn't consider it a world title belt. I mean, there are even like world title belts from other promotions where they have the label world title belt, but PWI does not consider it a world title. But I definitely like, just based on the design, I would definitely consider it a world title belt. Like it's just, even like I said, even though it's just giant X, it still has like some. There's definitely still some like nice design to it. It definitely seemed like they put some thought into it. All right, and the next belt is gonna be the WCW World Heavyweight Belt. Of course, the big gold. So I already had the WWE version, and the WWE version, for people who don't remember, in the video, it had a red back, had a red back design, or for the strap was red. And this is the WCW version. So if you look up here, on the WWE version, it has their logo. This one does not have the WWE logo. So this is the original WCW version. I had to get this. I think it went also on a pretty big sale, and I definitely had to get this just because, I already had the WWE version. Now I want the WCW version. I do want to get the Crumrine version eventually, and even the NWO version, because I do want to get those eventually. But for now, I'm actually satisfied with this purchase. This was also on a pretty big sale, and I had to get it. I just wish that it was regularly on sale, because the one thing I really do not like about at least in terms of like the plating, is that the plate's really thin. It's really, really thin. I think I think this is actually a little bit thicker than the WWE version, but for a belt as prestigious as the Big Gold, it's pretty thin. And also, the shop version is quite flat. Oh well. Either way though, just having this belt in my collection is good. So I have both the WWE version and the original WCW version, or the WCW version of Big Gold. So now I need to get the Crumrine, which I think is the original version, and the NWO version. And saving the best for last is the version 2 of the Blue Winged Eagle. Like I said in my previous video, the Winged Eagle is my favorite design. Just look at it. This looks like a prestige world title belt. Like I love this design. Just like with the big eagle and the Big Gold, this has like world championship, like world title, world champion class. This is, in my opinion, is like the epitome of world title, world championship belts in WWE's history. I think Big Gold, Big Eagle, and Winged Eagle, best world title belts of all time. And yeah, like I said, this is the version 2. So this is the one where the wings do go above the plate, or the strap, and the bars are attached. This is really nice. I love this belt. Just like with the dual wing, the Winged Eagle dual plated, I really love this belt. Whether it's the all gold or dual plated, my favorite belt. I actually got this belt from Walmart. So Fanatics has they have their own page on Walmart, and during the holidays, this was on a massive scale, this was on a massive sale. So normally when it goes on sale, like I said, it's like $420, around $400. When it goes on sale, sometimes it goes down to like $325 to $300. This one on Walmart during the holidays was $175, and it was a legitimate belt because it was sold and shipped by Fanatics. It's not bootleg because it does have the patch right here. It does have the patch, and yeah, But yeah, no, it was weird. It was like $175. Same thing with the white and purple one. They were also pretty big sales. I think the white one was 190, but the purple one was also on 175. I only could get one, so I had to get the blue belt. I will try to get the other two belts and also the all gold with the black strap. But for now, really nice belt. Really, really, really nice belt. And that wraps up this video. I will continue collecting WWE belts and other replica belts too. And I will make videos of them. I'm gonna try doing, I think some of my next purchase, I'm gonna try doing some mini belts. I did buy 2 mini belts, but it was just 2 mini belts. I don't want to make like one video for just 2 belts for 2 minis. So I'll probably, if I buy a lot more, I'll make another like a purchase update for mini belts. But I just in the works right now. I did make a recent purchase for another replica belt, but for a smaller promotion. It is a US promotion, but they recently released their official world title belt. I'll make a video on that soon, and then eventually once this collection grows, I'll make another like purchase update, and then eventually I'll do another like a full on collection update. But for now, yeah, enjoy.